wheels on the bus going round and round. Got the wheels on the bus going round and round. Yeah, wheels going round and round. Yeah, and we rolling through your town. Yeah, hey, round and round and round and round and round. Yeah.
You know what time it is? Time for another episode of the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley. We are your first and your only source for mediocre, below average sports coverage. Glad you're here with us this morning. We got the whole set rocking this morning. Everybody here, turn us all the way up. My name is Chill. A lot to talk about today. Lot to cover. We've got the NFL Combine. We've got MLB spring training. We've got a between the buses. We've got all kind of stuff coming your way, so make sure you hang with us. Let me bring on the rest of the crew. Y'all ain't ready to match my excitement. He's sitting to my right. He is a UGA graduate. He's a diehard dog. He can make a bottle of mouthwash stink. His bottom row looks like he bit a brick. Everyone's an idiot compared to him. He's the one and only Pride of Buddy Johnson Road. Y'all know who he is. Get on your feet for Adam Hight. Hightower.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Salute.
Robin Hood and
Sitting to his right, he looks like chewed up bubblegum with his shirt off. Nobody dries out a brisket quite like him. He loves his blow dryer. We're his only friends. His head is small, but his face is fat, y'all. This is Matt Opie Hightower.
Thanks, Chill.
Thanks, Chill. Had to match your Lil Jon intro.
I like that change. Yeah.
Change up a little bit. As long as you like it, that's all that matters.
Thank you, buddy.
It's his show.
It's our show, mine and his.
So the people have said. Sitting over here to my left, y'all, he had a cup of coffee in the Marines. They call him short story long. He survives daily off of 5-hour energy shots, 0% research, but 100% passion. He is a war eagle for life, y'all. I'm talking about the bear, Mitch Lawhorn.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
They just about copied mine. Hey.
Oh, that boy got that new intro over there. That boy got that new intro. Y'all don't know who he is. He's off camera. His dad gave him everything he has. He wears tighty whities under his boxer briefs. He's shaped like an upside down Liberty Bell. You know he's going to run Bridges Electric into the dirt. Sacrifices for no one. I'm talking about the intern, Christopher Breezy Bridges.
Who's got it better than us?
No one.
Yeah, I hope you love that, don't you?
I forget about it every time.
Why do you forget?
I don't know.
So long
It's
between.
very
Well, it's
forgetful.
a month between appearances.
Yeah, I didn't think it ever happened.
I had
All
COVID,
of us.
pneumonia, and the flu all at the same time.
All of us. And battled, though.
Hey, and then which we're going to talk about picking apart. It's a parlay us right into it. But I run out there early, you know, and he's telling people about the guests we got coming on this week. And it was going to be Jamie Lawhorn. We're going to get him on some other time. He's back home, but Jay's telling these people they need to tune in this week, and I'm like, he's speaking like he's going to be here, and I'm like, and he's like, man, I promise I was going to be here last week, man. I promise I was
looking forward to it, Chill. I really was. I was bad down.
Yeah, poor you. So tell us a little bit while we on that. What happened?
I'm going to tell you what happened though.
What happened at the barbecue?
He didn't show last week, and you didn't give him crap one time in a text message.
Get your feelings. You
Yeah.
got to get them out the way.
Yeah, he's always in them.
Somebody
boy.
give me crap
He is
about
always in them.
I'm going to check
It's 'cause
emotional.
we don't expect Jay to be here.
Thank
we
you.
expect
We've told you that over and over.
To be here.
And he is an intern. That is true.
That's true. And interns are just, you know what you get
I
all
can
the
do
time.
what I
I'm going
want.
to tell you what, he better earn his keep. These lights are falling.
You know who my daddy is? I can do what I want.
The only thing you can't do is win that pig in the park cook-off.
How'd they do?
Hey.
Mike? Update us on their standings.
Them boxes look good.
Heard they were low in finish.
I mean, we wasn't lowest, but I mean, our ribs. We're good at ribs, and I think they do the top 8, and we got 6. So, I mean, I don't know what we got in anything else. Maybe
Not top
25th. I don't know.
But
We knew we weren't going to do good in chicken. Chicken thighs, it's not any fun. I thought our butt was going to be better, but
Oh, those were chicken thighs? I can't hardly tell by a picture.
yeah, if you would have been there, it would have been not any more fun than it was. So
Cruz Brothers did well.
Shout out to
It's
Josh.
always, I love them boys. Man, they like brothers to me, but man, them big time sponsors always get the high place.
Jay.
Here we go.
Speaking of big time sponsors, thank you, Cruz, Bank of Dudley, for sponsoring the Big Ugly Sports Show.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I don't like to be that guy, but they do.
Well, you are being that guy, and you just need to.
Yeah, I told him group text with us in it, me, Yank, and Fluff and Cruz. And I said, man, congrats, guys. Took it on the chin and walked off.
Didn't they win the White Trash Bash last year too?
We did.
And that sponsor don't really factor into that. Yeah, the judges.
Jay,
there.
But
maybe they're just better.
Well, we
than
was
y'all.
talking about how they do the judges. We don't do our judges like that. You got like a group of 6 people, and a group of 6 people. I hope you might not even taste my food. They give it. I don't like how they do that.
Bigger.
I know they do it like that, but I want 10 people. You bring me, and let's get an assembly line going. I don't like how you might not even taste my ribs, and you do, and you might not. I don't like that, but whatever.
I tell you what
It all depends on what table you get put on.
That's
like let's say you're the top 3 cooks. Well, if all 3 of you are put on the same table,
You gonna be battling.
then you battling with the best 2 cooks in the competition.
And I felt like we was in the same table with Bank of Dudley. I think they rigged that up on purpose.
Yeah, y'all probably
They
were.
want to chop our head off because we've been talking a lot of trash to them.
Them was some good looking plates, though. I will say.
The pictures you sent in the group, they did look like y'all.
So imagine-
this is from somebody who knows nothing about barbecue, but it looked nice. It was a good.
But
presentation.
still willing to offer opinion though.
Imagine how those top
That was a
6
positive
look.
opinion.
Imagine how those top 6 look.
Nice.
I can tell you how
Well,
that 6 was. It was good, but not good enough.
All right. Before we move any further, though, shout out to the Toombs County boys basketball team playing this Thursday at Macon at 3:00 in the state championship.
You going?
I'm going to try. I don't know yet. They're playing at 3, so some things we've got to kind of line up. But really remarkable run. Toombs has not had a state title in any sport since '96 baseball. So this is obviously the furthest they've ever gone in basketball. They've knocked off some really good teams, beating Thompson and Butler. And now they're playing Westside. So that's 3 of the studs out of Augusta that they're having to play. So the folks in Toombs County, Wesley Woods, I reached out to him yesterday. He handles their graphics and their athletic site, and just talked to him about partnering with us maybe with some graphics and things like that going forward. But he definitely said he's going to share this episode of the show. So shout out to Toombs County boys basketball. Good luck Thursday.
Talk about a couple of their better.
They in the Final Four, you said?
They're in the championship.
State-
So
state
Dominic
champ.
Eason obviously is the kid that broke my record. Super athletic. He put the team on his back when they played Butler in Millersville this past weekend. Just overall, a stud. And then, Jesus Quintero shoots the ball lights out. He was off in the semis, but still managed to chip in 7. And if he's hitting his shots, they'll be in really good shape because he let it fly and it'll go in.
Is he the one that threw that alley
Inbound.
Man, that was impressive.
He's thrown several alley off the glass, and but there's a couple that really that stood out to me. Mike Polk is their little point guard, a little scrappy kid. He probably had more rebounds than most everybody on the floor, and just football player in there competing. And then the Stanley kid, Parker Stanley, I believe he's a sophomore, 6'5". He made a couple of hustle plays to secure the win. But they're tall. Juju Cutler, they're tall, they're long, they're athletic, and really rooting for them this Thursday. So shout out to
Do
the
they still play
for
on
you.
PBTV?
I don't know. I think hopefully they're on GPTV.
I think they are.
Yeah.
For you Lions fans, I'm acknowledge they are state runner-ups in wrestling this year also.
Yeah. So good year. And
Indoors.
John McDonald, a buddy of mine, listed on Facebook the other day. It's been a really good year for Toombs County sports. Probably one of the best they've ever had as far as just across the board, girls and boys. So a lot of things happening down there in the L-Town, God's country, as Hight knows.
Yeah,
Got that blood in the blood.
for Toombs County folks like me and Seal, this is big for us.
They get rid of Hightower and Buck, they start to flourish.
And me. Now, so Jamie Lawhorn, brother of Mitch Lawhorn, is home. So shout out to Jamie. He's going to come on the show sometime.
Some have said everything that Mitch wish he was.
But I've got a little side story about this.
I'll tell you a funny story. So, like Chuck asked me it. Is that
Hold
what
on,
the
this is where
story
I'm going.
is?
Hold on. So Jamie's home. Mitch is mad already because he finds out that Jamie's home from me. Because anyhow, so we got to talk. I'm in Mitch's class one day last week after school, and we're sitting there doing planning or whatever, and he's on the board, and I'm just asking him all kind of like military questions because it interests me. I love to hear some. He's got several war stories. Vet over here, so he's drawing the helicopter on the board that he fell out of.
Wounded warrior.
How many tally marks you got on your gun stock?
None.
So he's showing he's drawing the picture of the combat helicopter, the Cobra or whatever it was that he fell out of, and then he gets
Not
talking.
the Cobra. Not the Cobra. I was just showing you what a Cobra.
Besides, anyhow, so then we start talking about the VA. We're tying it into history, and then he talks about how vets can go to the VA and how Jamie can go to the VA from a shoulder injury that he suffered in the weight room. Meanwhile, Law's got a back injury.
In a combat zone. He suffered an injury in a combat zone. In the weight room.
Lifting weights. So I've got bad news to report that I found out this week. Because of Mitch's fall, in a matter of years, his right leg's no longer going to function, and he's going to trip and fall and have dead leg syndrome in his right leg. That's exactly what he said, dude. I was rolling. He started demonstrating for the class how he's going to trip and fall.
I did not say dead leg.
Looked like he was doing the stanky leg.
I said drooping leg or something like that. I forget what the doctor called it.
Yo, just drag him out. He said he's not going to be able to help from falling over it.
Be tough dragging that big old red cooler, that dead leg.
I showed him I had to get a little cane. I said something about a humpback or something like humpback of Notre Dame.
No, we're going to get you a rascal scooter.
There you go.
We just need one he can put his knee on.
I want one with a flag on the back. One of them high flags.
Yeah.
No, we're going to put a flashlight on top of it.
We're going to have a scooter with an oxygen tank on the back.
Make sure he got a helmet on, too.
You can't smoke near that oxygen tank, though. So.
He claims that. Never mind. I'm not going to cross that bridge in here.
What?
Jamie, I talked to Jamie yesterday. I was trying to get him to show up this morning. He says he's not coming on the show.
He'll call
Never?
That's what he said. I don't know why. Why?
That makes me like you better. You're a better Longhorn.
First of all, I was always a better Longhorn, but that's real douchey of him.
And Mitch said Jamie is in his tip-top shape right now, and Mitch said hands down he'll take him.
You fold him up right now?
Definitely.
I saw him yesterday shooting.
That's the difference between Army soldier and the Marine.
I saw him shooting basketball with his son yesterday. He kept saying raindrops and missed. No, I'm sorry. He kept saying draws. And then his son was like, Daddy, why you keep talking about people's underwear?
Oh, man.
I will tell you what that is, nerd versus nerd. A lot of nerds in there.
All right, well, let's dive in a little bit. We do have, before we get to Major League Baseball, we'll talk a little NFL before the first commercial break coming up. But the combine's going on right now. Obviously, we've seen some Georgia players put up some good numbers and different things like that. But a couple of questions: who is, if you've watched any of the combine or kept up, who is a Georgia player that stood out, or if you haven't really paid attention to that, looking at the Falcons? What do? Are we drafting a quarterback? Are we trading for Justin Fields? Make your prediction on Opie. You're all things Falcons, so lead us off right here.
I think we're going to draft a quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if we traded up. I'm not a big fan of trading up, but I think they might. I don't think there's any quarterback out there that's a long-term solution. I would love to see them get maybe draft a quarterback at their position in the draft, not trade up, and then maybe come in with a Russell Wilson or somebody like that for peanuts, because the Denver Broncos are going to pay his salary. So you could get him for veteran minimum and have somebody to transition, but that probably won't happen either.
And we get Sierra, too, so.
I thought they were looking at Kirk Cousins.
His wife.
Okay.
I was trying to think of a player.
Wow. Transition from that's tough, but we will.
Not my goodies.
No, I mean, I don't think Kirk Cousins. I don't think he's like a 1 year. So I guess it could be a 1 year, 2 year bridge if you draft a quarterback. But he's going to demand a lot of money on the open market. The Commanders are in. I hate saying that, but the Commanders are in. There's a few teams in on him. He's doing well.
Just keep calling him a Redskin.
So
yeah, we're no shame here with that.
Yeah.
I've heard that Atlanta's going to take one of three quarterbacks: Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields, Baker Mayfield.
I hope it ain't Baker Mayfield.
I take Baker Mayfield for sure.
So if you draft Baker Mayfield, if you sign Baker Mayfield, do you not go quarterback in the draft?
Yeah.
I also saw where they might be getting Jaden Daniels too, so like just keeping their same spot and picking him up too.
So I mean, would you be happy with a transition bridge quarterback and Michael Penix, or somebody who's a later round pick, like a late first, second round pick?
Well, I feel like it depends on who you get. If you get Fields or Mayfield, then you're really not pressed for a quarterback. I mean, those guys still got a few years left. Mm-hmm. If you pull Cousins, then yeah, you're gonna probably need to draft a quarterback.
So I'd save it for next year and just pick up Beck. Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't go Fields just because he's on year 4 of his rookie deal. So you got to decide right away: are you going to extend him at a huge number, or let him go? And you still don't know what he is. He has not proven
if Baker
himself.
Mayfield's on the table and it's not, sacrificing too much, I don't know, cap space, or is it?
he's
free
probably
agent?
good. He's a free agent. He'll probably get $30 million.
But the scary thing about Baker Mayfield is he had a really good year this last year. Is that something he's going to keep up? Because he's been okay before that.
His numbers were much better than any quarterback we've had in the last few years.
Right, but I'm thinking
We also ain't got Mike Evans either.
and he's going to require. I think he's going to require a lot of money because of his really good year.
So I think you have to go draft quarterback, because there's nothing more valuable in the NFL than a starting rookie contract quarterback. When you can have a guy who's contributing.
But there's also nothing more detrimental to your franchise than wasting a big first-round pick on a quarterback, a number 8 pick on a quarterback who's supposed to be the franchise quarterback, and he doesn't turn out to be anything.
I don't think any of the guys available in free agency are franchise quarterbacks either. So you got to take a shot.
But Baker Mayfield is a guy that could get you deeper into the playoffs.
He can get you to the playoffs. I mean, you're not going to win.
If our defense is as good as we've talked about it being before, then there have been in the past teams with really, really strong defenses and okay quarterbacks to get to the Super Bowl. Would you be happy if I put it to you this way: Baker Mayfield, and we get to the NFC Championship game? Are you happy with that?
I'd be excited with that.
There you go.
We had Chris Chandler.
Baker Mayfield it is.
We'll take Baker.
Because any of those rookie quarterbacks you get, you're not going to the NFC Championship game.
Brock Purdy got the 49ers to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, but I mean, I just is that a common occurrence? Or is that kind of an outlier?
That's probably an outlier.
Not probably, it is an outlier. So we know,
But it's happened.
based off the numbers.
But it's happened, though.
Yeah, I think it would be an outlier for any of those guys to come in and make a difference in our franchise. I think you got to go for bust and hope that it works out. Because if it doesn't work out, you're back in the same boat and drafted again.
I've seen some mock drafts where Brock Bowers has fell below Atlanta. So is he a guy, which I know we're Georgia biased, and it don't really necessarily meet the need that Georgia has, that Atlanta would have. But if Bowers is there at 8 and we have not traded for a quarterback, do you take Bowers and hope to get a later quarterback and then ride with what we got in-house, or do you pass on Bowers?
So the Falcons have shown in the past that they want to go best player available, even though that's not a need. A.k.a. Bijan Robinson was not a need. I don't think he was a good draft pick, but he was the best player available. He's a good player, but it wasn't our need. So I think they could possibly do that again. I would love to see them get rid of Kyle Pitts, get somebody that can play, and then draft Brock Bowers. That's a Georgia fan. He's heralded as the greatest college tight end of all time.
Do you think, like your take on Kyle Pitts, he's just a bust and he'll never be any good, or is he's just had a rough go of it because the quarterback?
He had a dookie quarterback
situation.
I think he's had a rough go because he's had a terrible quarterback. He's coming off an injury, but he's already played 3 years in the league, and he's getting closer to that second contract, which he has not shown me that he's a game changer.
His biggest problem, he's a Gator. That's his big.
He was the highest drafted tight end ever. Mm-hmm. Number 4 pick. He's not playing like a number 4 pick.
I'm not a big fan of best player available strategy.
Yeah, me neither. I'd love to see him draft a quarterback, and see how they can develop and see if
you say best player available last year, and he might have been, but could you not argue Jalen Carter was also one of the best players available that we did not take?
Yeah, I think defensive tackle is just not an impact position like the running back position. Well, I say that running back position is not really seen as an impact position.
I would argue the other way around on that. That for that player at that position, the way he can clog up the line and create problems and open up lanes for other defensive players to create plays, I would say that's more of an impact player than Bijan.
I think he has made more of an impact, but I don't think he's valued in the same way.
But it was all based on projection. I mean, that's
what
what
type
the
of
draft is,
defense we run
projection.
too, though. I mean, you got to. We don't run that. I mean, He's a 2-3 play guy. He's not a pass rush guy. I mean,
No, I don't think
you know what I'm
he is.
saying?
Yeah,
I just don't believe Atlanta runs that kind of defense where
where
we need a big guy.
He's a player that can fit in any defense.
Everybody needs a big guy in the middle.
For that position. I mean, he's playing D tackle. Everybody has D tackles.
Yeah. All right. Good talk right there. We got some games coming on the other side.
Sounding like sports talk radio right here.
A little trivia going on the other side. So y'all, let's take a quick break to hear from our sponsors. Y'all stay with us. We will be right back.
New year, new financial goals? Whether it's saving, investing, or planning for the future, we've got your back. Visit Bank of Dudley today and let's make 2024 your year for financial success. Bank with confidence at Bank of Dudley. Since 1905, member FDIC.
This is Brad Meeks, owner of Brian's Giant Subs. Thanks for listening to the Big Ugly Sports Podcast. Come see us today to grab your favorite sub, 1632 Veterans Boulevard in the Oaks Shopping Center, Dublin, Georgia.
J2 Streaming Services. With over 9,000 live channels and packages starting at $15 per month, you literally can't beat it. Visit them on the web at www.j2streaming.com. Proud sponsor of the Big Ugly Sports Show.
For all your HVAC needs, please call Elite Comfort Solutions. We specialize in commercial and residential HVAC. The number is 833-483-HVAC and the website is www.elitecomfortsolutions-inc.com. Call for a free quote today.
Big Peach Car Wash coming this April across from Walmart on Highway 80. I hadn't washed my truck in 5 years. I'm breaking that streak this April.
Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley since 1905. Best bank around, you know it. Thank you to them for their continued sponsorship. All right, it is time. We are introducing today the Bus Cup, and this is brought to you by Blackshear Beverage. So, talk to my cousin Wade. He's going to give us games/trivia pretty regularly, maybe weekly, depends on what we got going on. So, it also gives us some incentive to be here, because if you're not here, you can't get points.
Mitch.
I'll take my answers in.
They will not count.
But I'm going to ask questions or whatever, and at the end of the year, we're going to tally up, and we're going to post.
That hit him home right there.
Me and you, Chill. It's between us, bud.
But I'm not in. I'm just the moderator. So here's how I.
Well, I always get that every time.
Somebody's got to have the answers, and here's how it works out. The way
that makes sense. I didn't think about it.
I've kind of toyed with it in my mind, and what I told Wade was
Definitely
like,
beating us.
whoever wins, it's just me and them. me and them win. But no, coming down at the end when we tally, Wade's got he's going to have a good prize for us. Just a couple of random Delta seats just all kind of random.
Anything with Wade involved, I want a piece of that action.
So you got to be here to get points. We're going to keep a scoreboard all year. We're going to post each week the standings, our March Madness bracket, different things like our Bus Masters, anything like that. We're going to factor in a point system with it as well. So today is day one of the Bus Cup, starting in March. Long way to go. But today, how it's going to work is the 3 questions I'm going to ask you are trivia, and there are 5 answers for each question. And as you shout them out, you get 1 point. So you don't have to name all 5. If one of them, it's about like teams. And
what if we say them at the same time?
It's going to be my judgment who says it first.
Man, I hope they're sports
here
related.
we go. I bet Jay wins. I bet Jay wins.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Jay as hard as I can.
I know.
If it ain't sports related, I probably ain't gonna win.
He probably already told
It's sports
Jay all
related.
that.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Okay, so here we are. When you don't yell it, but when you get it, you help me keep up with your points.
Oh, yeah, raise our hand?
No, shout it out, but don't scream it for the sake of the people in here. And those of you that are listening, see how fast you can name them out. Okay, so question 1. We ready? We locked in?
I'm nervous.
Of the 3 major sports, so we're talking baseball, professional baseball, basketball, and football. Name the 5 teams. Don't look at my screen. Who are named after felines?
Panthers,
Jaguars.
Bengals.
Okay, that's. I heard 2 and 1.
There's 2 Panthers. There's a
Panthers, Bengals, Jaguars. That's 3 of them.
Well, you said you heard 2.
Grizzlies,
2.
Bobcats. They're not the Bobcats anymore. They're the Hornets.
What's the score? 2-1?
Yep.
Oh, that feels good.
Feline's a cat, Mitch.
Jay said Grizzlies.
And then told me felines are Panthers.
I was going to say
Did you say the Panthers already?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's
Bengals,
2 more.
Panthers.
1 football, one baseball. We've got Bengals, Jaguars, Panthers. Those have been named. NFC football, And American League Baseball.
Tigers.
Detroit Lions.
There we go. So 2-2-1. Good job. All right.
Good job, Mitch.
Not a chance. I just can't think.
Boy,
It's too early in the morning.
Man, my heart is really pounding.
I know it.
Oh, right leg with the shaking
over.
on it.
All right, so
I was
Hight
like,
went
man, do I go NFL or
Hight
MLB?
2,
I don't know.
Opie 2,
I'm not
Jay
good on
1.
the
So I don't get nothing for the Memphis Grizzlies.
No, that was not an answer.
I was saying.
All right, here we go. Lock in. Of the top 4 sports, so those 3 we're adding hockey.
Okay.
Those 3 we're adding hockey. Name the 5 teams whose team name, not necessarily their mascot, their team name. For instance, the Braves, the Atlanta Braves. I'm looking for the Braves part of it. Name the 5 teams that their names start with the letter D.
Dodgers.
Diamondbacks.
Okay, 1-1. You got 2 hockey, 1 football left.
Devils.
Yep. 2-1.
Dallas.
What was it?
man,
2
boy.
hockey, 1.
2-1. No, so now you got 1 hockey, 1 football. Football's AFC. Hockey.
Detroit.
No, I'm about to
Oh, boy.
Y'all want another hint for the football one?
Sure.
I mean, you done gave us NSC.
Oh, it was AFC.
Yeah,
actually.
AFC.
That might be why I ain't got it.
And y'all, it's in the South, pretty far south
What
of the United States.
was the category again?
Starts with a D. Their mascot
Okay.
or their team name.
Pretty far south. This Florida or Texas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Florida.
Tampa Bay
Dolphins.
Buccaneers.
Oh, man.
Hey, on the
Mitch
board.
on the board. All right,
Yeah.
one more in hockey.
Oh.
And I can give you a hint, but all of it's going to be the first to shout it out.
What's their colors?
No clue.
Go for it.
They made movies after this.
Mighty Ducks.
I said it right.
Anaheim Ducks.
All right, so we went 3-2-1.
Dang, I only got 1 point.
I ain't got one. But I've been spitting out some D's.
To
Though.
be fair, everybody
I
saw
threw
that
some
coming.
D's on that.
So Opie, you had 2.
It's the opposite of the way you normally like to do.
Oh, whoa. Child show.
All right, here we go. Last one. Okay. And when I say this, I'm not talking retro. Okay. Name the 5 NFL teams. Okay. Whose helmets that they wear are standard, or would you say predominantly, I guess, white, based white, not retro.
Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Miami
San
Dolphins.
Diego Chargers.
Chargers. Oh.
2-1.
Oh.
Chargers, Bills, Dolphins. There's 2 more.
Texas. Texans.
They're definitely blue.
Blue.
Titans.
Jets.
Blue. That was not on the list. We'll give you
Bonus
that.
point.
But they're green, though.
But their helmets
They're
white.
They're green a lot now, though.
Their grandma's. We'll give you credit. That's a good one.
That's bull.
Man, because it's Opie. If I'd have said it.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, the Texans who don't even wear a white helmet.
Arizona
He
Cardinals.
just said
Cardinals.
Texas. He just
I
said
said
Texas. He didn't even say the
He said
Texans.
Texas first.
He just
Texans.
said
I mean,
Texas.
All right, that's 3-2.
did you not know who I was talking about?
One more. Young running back, really good. I got another hint that would give it away immediately if we're ready to move on.
Not the Jaguars.
Indianapolis Colts.
Colts.
There you go.
Yep. Hey.
So trash questions.
All right. So how many we pull?
I got 8.
So how many did you pull from that last one? Is what I'm saying.
The very last one, 3.
Yeah. All right. You pulled 3. Opie, you pulled
2.
and Jay pulled 1.
All right, 2. I just got 1 on that one.
No, he
Yeah, I'm
was
saying
saying
in the last-
So you got 2 total.
Yeah, I got 2 total.
All right. So after day 1, Hight with 8, Opie with 6, Law with 1, Jay with 2.
As long as I eat last, baby.
So thoughts on the game, the idea of the buck up. We
I
go with
love it.
I'm
I
so
love it.
excited.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Wayne.
Because they're winning. Hey, it's awesome. Yeah.
Hey, these
It's the
two
best
love
game
it.
ever.
These two love it. These two are hate it.
Hey, odds makers probably saw this coming.
Yeah. Oh, high towers. They trying to. That's the east side thing.
We're better.
Trash.
Y'all got the weakest arms.
That is true. That is true.
Oh man. So
I think I could probably throw farther than Mitch. I know I can't throw farther than you.
Call you out, bitch.
poor Law.
Show him that hose,
Look
man.
at him.
Sure.
He's so bad.
Sure you can.
Sure you can.
Well, there is one way to settle it.
Oh yeah.
Got me.
Let's go.
NFL,
now?
it is combine time.
Both got to put the helmets on.
I don't know if either of those could fit me.
Definitely
You can
not.
put both of them together and they still wouldn't fit you.
Hey, when we were growing up, we had those football uniforms you could buy from Toys R Us with the helmet, shoulder pads, and everything. We had to. Adam was younger than me, but had to have the
Had to cut the
styrofoam cut out of his helmet to fit his head because it was so large.
True story.
I can believe that.
I ain't got time for the story, but
one, that's a funny story because his head's so big. Two, my parents thought it was safe to cut the padding out of the helmet.
y'all need to ask Garnto about the football helmet and me one time at Christmas. Just ask him about it one day.
He'll probably call me.
What size helmet you think?
It was funny. I got him, but he got me back better. So
What size helmet you think Garto wear?
No comment. Big.
Custom.
Real quick, before we go any further, I've almost forgot it. We got to do our Brian Subs winner of the week. So shout out to Brad Meeks and the gang over at Brian's Giant Subs. Our winner this week can go over and enjoy a free sub courtesy of them. So our winner for this week is...
I don't know.
Ding! That's what I need to do. Let's try it again. The winner this week is Whitney Holmes. So shout out to Whitney Holmes.
Right, Johnson.
Man, I tell you what, Connection Church just
Man, stand
rack 'em
up. Go by and get.
Will she listen?
Go. Debatable. Go by and get Pete.
You think Pete listens?
No, Pete don't listen. That little car he drives probably ain't got no radio in it. All right, so weren't able to get him on the show this week because he's super busy. But shout out to Will Mosley. I know Jay's connected with him through Drew Johns, but Will Mosley is on American Idol, and he had his audition this week. Got his golden ticket to go to Hollywood. So Jay, a little bit on that.
Going for bad. Need to listen to it. Dang good song. Boy's gonna make it.
Hey, about already made it, hadn't he?
Was that the
He
one?
took off.
Was that the one he sung on the show? Mm-hmm. It's good. Well, it's good.
So I was telling them, selfishly, as far as Big Other Sports goes and us trying to take our next step, we want to interview him. We also want him to share us. Man, imagine what that would do to the brand.
And just so you know, he will be playing here at the cook-off this year.
He might
this before his
He
fame?
might be rethinking that now.
Yeah.
Nah, he don't forget his roots.
This might be too low level for
He
him.
don't forget about the Lowry Crew barbecue down
I tell you,
here.
from watching the video, he was not surprised at all at how much everybody loved him. Like he knew he's really good, and he.
What's crazy? He just picked up a Get Started and started playing.
Really?
A what?
A Get Started.
Yeah. No,
And they was like his buddies in college, were like, "Hey man, you need to go try out for American Idol." He's like, "All right."
he seems like the kind of guy that'll be really popular on that show and get a good follow. Plus,
Well, he's already. I know. I looked on
You
Facebook.
talking about custom helmet?
Go ahead.
Big kid.
He's a big boy.
Didn't he play over at
large
Drew's
noggin.
house? Mm-hmm. That get together he had?
Sure did.
Heard a lot of good things about that.
So make sure y'all dive in. Representing Hazelhurst, Georgia, right up the road. So make sure you follow along with him for the rest of American Idol. Cheer him on, vote him on, and we're gonna get him on the show.
I've never watched American Idol, but I think I might just.
I love it.
I ain't either, but I watched it. I was waiting for. I didn't know he was gonna come on, and I had to watch 3 weeks worth, and it was not fun.
So have y'all ever been, Opie, Mitch, into the show? Like, I love American Idol. I love the voice.
I did when it first came out.
I watched it a while back, but we kind of recently got back.
I ain't watched since William Hung was on there, that little Chinese boy.
I always
Haley
enjoy it.
watched the first episode before we even knew he was on it. We was on it, and that she said, "Man, there's some really good singers on her." So she cut it on. It's good. He's got some competition.
Yeah. So good for him. He's taking off. And speaking of taking off, Big Ugly Sports up to 290 followers on YouTube. So
Must have heard I was going to be on here this week.
like a roller. I hear that every week, and you don't come on. So like a roller coaster, but
We're not
shout out to those people that
we're not
joined
in
us.
a negative.
Nope, we're up to 290. Had to reinstall our website yesterday. It had expired, so we back in the game on that. Keep up with us on BigUglySportsShow.com. All righty, Caitlin Clark plays for Iowa, and she set the all-time college scoring record, men's and women's, broke Pete Maravich's record. So I know we've got a between the buses that Law's going to parlay off of that. It kind of makes me nervous parlaying off of this, but I don't really know where he's going to go with it. However, have y'all been able to watch her play at all, or just highlights?
I've seen her play. I want to say the first game I really paid attention to was they were playing LSU last year. Was that the championship game?
Oh yeah,
I don't remember.
And they lost to LSU, but
a lot of drama in that game.
and anyway, but I'm very impressed with how good she is and consistent she is. I don't know anything about basketball other than how many points count, from where you're standing. But I did read that Pete Maravich scored all his points with no 3-point line.
Mm-hmm. Not comparable. Not even
I tell you this, she can. You saying it's not comparable is like his is better?
Yes.
But here's the thing: what would her points be if you took away every 3-pointer she made in her career and just made it 2 points?
I don't know.
Less.
She might shoot more. I don't know.
It'd be a lot less. I mean,
I think he played a lot less games.
She's a shooter.
Did he?
I mean,
either way you cut it, it's very, very impressive. And you watch her shoot; she's limitless range. She's pulling for. I saw a highlight the other day. She shot the ball 2 steps over half court, essentially 2 or 3 steps, and it turned it's like borderline the buzzer sounding off for the quarter, and she's turning and looking at the clock to tell them it's good, like that the ball's in midair, and she's trying to let them know it's good if it goes. And I'm gonna tell you what it did.
Buckets
went.
Like the record breaker shot was like from the logo, wasn't it?
No.
I'm pretty sure.
It was just across.
It was just across the timeline.
Half court.
Yeah,
and she was laughing. She was like, "You knew I was going to break the record from the logo."
From the logo.
I'm pretty sure her. Well, what was she just broke something from the free throw line? The overall was from the free throw line.
The Plum girl.
Yeah.
When she broke it, she shot that long 3-point.
Was it the Plum girl or the Swoops girl?
It was
that was so angry about it. Like,
I don't know.
Making a big deal about it. Like
her coach made a big deal about it. Anyhow, that's a whole other issue. But does that parlay us into?
Well, I mean, I think good, but we have to discuss why they made a big deal about it. That like they were making a big deal. Like, should records? If you're going to break a record, should you do it in the same amount of time that person broke the record?
Well, I mean, you can say that with all the football stuff going on.
That's
now.
what the girl was saying. She said she had an extra year. This isn't her extra year. Next year will be. Mm-hmm. This is her senior year. She gets another year now, and I do agree. That extra year shouldn't count because nobody will ever break that record because they're not going to give anybody else 5 years.
Right.
Well, she's already said
she's already done it. I mean, in 4 years. But my thing is,
going to the notes.
Let's go.
Now,
lengthy too. Wow.
The number one trait to being successful, I believe, is shown in this girl: resilience and tenacity. Is
that two?
No, it's the same.
That's number one.
There we go. I'm done. I'm sorry. Go ahead and move on to the next.
No.
I'm done.
I was
going to say consistency. I was going to say tenacity.
Yeah, go ahead. Resilience and tenacity, I believe, is the number one trait to be.
Please go back. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. Move on to the next bit.
He's already closed out his notes, y'all.
He's in them.
That was an honest question.
That was good.
I can't wait till Hight gives a high five.
The fact that you're quitting
the entire time he's giving.
The fact that you're quitting shows a lack of resilience.
Come on, Long.
You need to add a little more
You ain't got no tenacity, boy.
I'll do better next time.
You're lacking
there's a difference. I have resilience and tenacity, meaning I'll do better next time.
Hold on.
You're lacking the two.
You interrupt literally every
I'll do better next time. I'm not making excuses. I'll do better next time. My bad. Hey, my bad on Hight's show. I didn't do as good as Hight wanted me to do. Hey, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know this was Hight's section where Hight was going to.
This is Hight's buses.
Between Hight's bus. So I'll do better next time, Hight. My bad.
Law, please tell it.
Don't worry about it. My bad.
I love between the buses.
Never mind. We're good.
Nothing?
I'm good.
Listen, what better time to take a commercial break? And in the quick break, we're going to try our best to talk Law into showing some resiliency and coming back to this.
I know he's tenacious.
Y'all stay with us. We will be right back.
Bank of Dudley is proud to sponsor the Big Ugly Sports Show. Wherever you're listening to your favorite sports show, you can also be banking with your favorite bank. Bank of Dudley offers mobile and online banking platforms to make managing your money easy. Get on that Bank of Dudley bus. Bank of Dudley since 1905. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley. We are still live out here at Benny's Bend on Jay's Ranch.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are actually live. We're in person.
Wow.
No, I mean, we're not live on there, but we're live here. So we're alive.
We're alive.
We're alive. All right. So no between the buses. Don't moving on.
Well, we got it. That was a short little section.
Okay.
But I just would like to point out for everybody, And everybody that knows Mitch, whom we love and cherish, you're a treasure. I love you.
What a treasure.
Big treasure.
You interrupt more people more often than anybody I've ever met in my life, and I'm okay with that, right? So I know that about you. I'm okay with it. We laugh about it. You interrupt me, and I just quit all the time. I just don't even. And people because what happens is he starts interrupting me. He'll change the subject. And what I had to say now it's like it doesn't even matter anymore. And so, but now, and what I said was relevant to your topic here of your 2-in-1 characteristics.
Right.
Okay. But I'm just saying, I can't understand how the person who interrupts more people gets upset when he gets interrupted. I don't understand it.
I'm not upset.
Okay.
He's fine. This is cool as a cucumber.
Oh,
over
boy, we're going to catch this in the group text.
I'm so glad you're not upset.
here. We're not going to catch it in the group text because he's not going to say a word. And then
You know what? And he's going to put quotation marks. Capitalization.
Y'all never would have done this to Jay.
Chill, you wouldn't let this happen to Jay.
True.
all right, let's. I did send out let's talk a little MLB baseball. We're getting closer and closer to the start of the season, so I want to hear. Let's go around and let's take each division and tell us who you think. Let's make our early season predictions of who you think will to win that division. So if you didn't do your homework, you're going to have to recall a team from that division, like Hight's pulling up right now, from that division of who you think is going to win. Man, it'd be crazy if I sent this out in a text. But all right, Jay, you're our baseball guru over there. Let's start. We'll start with NL East, okay? Let's keep it easy for everybody. We'll start with NL East. Breezy?
Bravos.
Okay.
Braves.
Clean sweep.
Best team in Major League Baseball.
Braves. I'll go with the Braves as well. Okay. All right. Keep it easy. Probably easy for you again. NL West.
Dodgers.
Man, I don't like them. I'm going to go.
They're real good, though.
Real good.
I'm going to go D-backs.
Young Gunners down there?
Hey,
That was good
bus
last year.
standings are on the line though. Bus standings are on the line.
This does factor into the bus.
If I do everything like y'all, I won't win.
You're right. You know what? He's not gonna
lose, though.
participate enough for it to matter. So let's keep moving.
There's some incentive, Jay. There's a good prize at the end of December. Now, for you to make it that
Set up
enough,
beverage warehouse.
I don't think it'll be anything like it could be. That could be on top of it, but Law, NL West.
I don't like to pick the Dodgers either.
I ain't going to pick them.
I'm going Dodgers.
I'm saying the Giants.
Giants, okay. I think the Dodgers, are loaded. Unfortunately, I don't want them to win either. All right, so
Maybe they'll
that's
have,
the East and the
maybe
West.
they'll have an injury.
NL Central, which looks like a boo-boo division on paper, by the way.
I'm going to go Cubs.
Go Cubs.
Cubs.
Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals as well.
I like the Reds.
Reds, okay. We got to write all this down because we'll probably have Texas in the group.
Yeah, we have to come back.
Yeah.
I'll let you know mid-season who I picked.
Somebody gonna have to listen. We'll never remember what we picked.
Or be able to find the episode where we talked about it. So we're going to have to write this down somewhere. All right, let's go to the American League, AL East.
I would like to see them come back and be good. Let's go with the Red Sox.
Orioles.
Me and you may have the same picks all the way down. Did you go Braves, Dodgers, Cardinals? I got Orioles as well.
I
Braves,
mean,
Dodgers,
just pick the obvious.
Well, two guys that run the show, so
Yankees.
Yankees.
That's a good pick. That was my second pick.
I like the Orioles.
Okay. Hey, welcome aboard.
No love for the Rays, who have been really good lately.
Nah. All right, AL West.
Rangers.
Yeah, I got the Rangers too. I think they're too good. They're loaded. Brought pretty much everybody back.
And they got DeGrom. He's going to be there back this year too.
Yeah.
Rangers.
I saw. What is their outfielder's name? It's not. Is it Adolis Garcia?
Swole body.
Swole. Good.
Did you see his picture from when he was with the Cardinals to now?
I saw him swing like some sort of like high school baseball bat, and he absolutely tanked the ball with it.
I'm just back and forth between Astros and Rangers, and
They put it in stone right here. Right.
Rangers.
All right.
You got to look and see who's in the division.
No.
He's looking
I
at
don't wanna pick
status.
the same.
Jay, that's enough.
I want to go back.
Stop.
I want to go back and change my my East pick too,
Okay. AL
because I don't want the same.
Don't you do Blue Jays? Don't you say Blue Jays?
I want the Rays.
Rays. Okay.
No.
But I do
Talk him
want.
into it.
I do want to change mine to
Hold
Blue
on.
Jays.
Oh my God, y'all
Law
remember?
And I'm
said-
going to go with the Angels.
Law says number one
Okay.
team in the West is the Rangers. They're the Astros.
Oh, two for one. That was good. Good piggyback.
That's enough.
That is enough. So who did,
Y'all not going to do me and Mitch like that.
all right, let's go to the AL Central. Also a boo-boo division. The Central divisions are not good.
I'm going to go Twins.
Twins. I like the Twins. I got the Twins. Shout out Byron Bucks in Appleton County. Come on, guys. Hey,
Guardians. I don't know, man.
That's not good.
You had to look, too. You had to look.
No, I don't think any of them are
I
really
really
good.
wish I could pick somebody else.
You can pick whoever you want.
I know, but
I
there's
should have gone.
Pick the Tigers. Go wild with it.
no.
Get one of them felines.
I'll go Royals.
That's worse than Tigers.
No, get bad.
I had the Guardians.
Guardians. Okay.
Name one good player from the Royals besides Bobby Witt Jr.
The catcher. I can't remember his name.
Salvador
Perez. Yeah.
Decent.
Yep. All right. So we do have our Bus March Madness. Y'all paid any attention to basketball at all yet? Started watching any games or anything down the stretch?
I watched a couple Georgia basketball games. They did not do well down the stretch, and now people are calling for him to be fired after 2 years. And
No. I think he'll be okay. I mean, I'm not saying they're not.
I mean, they got Asa Newell, anyway, that's not what we're really talking about, but could be better next year.
Yeah.
But,
Takes time to turn the program around.
yeah, especially a one like Georgia's program. Basketball, terrible.
Yeah. So have y'all been any of y'all gonna?
I'll watch a little bit.
When will y'all start dialing into it? The tournament, or will y'all dial into a little bit of the conference championship?
Conference championships is when I'll start looking.
Yeah, I'm not a big college basketball guy. I don't watch a ton of it, or hardly any of it, but I watch a little bit of the tournament. It's interesting.
I could argue, and I don't, even if you're not a basketball guy, March Madness in itself is one of the most, if not the most exciting times of sports.
I think it's the most exciting postseason tournament in all sports.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure.
Gives the small schools a chance. I like
You hear those birds chirping?
Yeah,
It's
they
springtime, baby.
are being in here.
Springtime.
them Ballard just
So we need to going into the next show. We need to go ahead and make our predictions of coming in the next show. I want to hear. It's too early. That's okay. We'll make our early predictions. I want to hear.
And then we get to make late predictions.
I want to hear who
We
you
both
think.
count for
Yes.
the bus?
No.
Okay.
Just a topic to talk about next week. Make us watch a little basketball about who you think has a good chance to win it. Because Houston is number one, and they've been number one. But they lost to Oklahoma the other night, and the closing Oklahoma's not very good. So, lot going on. Why are you rolling your eyes like that?
I'm not. I'm just looking around.
how can you see his eyes? That's
Oh
talent.
man. All right.
Cool. All right. Everybody's really sensitive on the show this morning.
No, I was trying to figure out what we're going to talk about next.
Oh, okay.
A lot of
Well,
feelings in
Probably
there.
about time to wrap it up, ain't it?
I mean,
6:27.
Well, no, we started
on that.
late because you showed up so late.
Need
but-
to make sure too when we do the bracket, make sure you put your names on there.
Well, with CBS Sports, it does that.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
be fine
And
with
what
that.
we did with the last one, all right, was Dusty Nix won because he was second place, and we knew who he was, and we knew he paid.
Yeah.
And the people that did pay, none of them were the guy who won it. So Dusty.
Well, you
got-
should have just sent it to me, and I would have gave it to Dusty.
No.
never
I remember that. Remember that time Boston broke Spanky's driver and gave you the money to give Spanky. Spanky never got it.
Well, Spanky owed me friendship dues, so we're good.
What you got over there? I saw you dialing on your phone or something.
I mean, I had a couple things. One, I kind of want to talk about. Did y'all see that Zach Wheeler signed that contract yesterday? 3 years at approximately $42 million a year.
That's crazy.
That is insane and really bad news for the Braves. Max Fried pretty much just got some walking papers yesterday. There's no
But
way.
Wheeler is better than Max.
Yeah.
He is
way
not better than Max Fried.
Way better.
Statistically, he is not as good as
Way
Max
better
Fried.
than Max Fried.
I mean,
I tell you what, when he's on that bump, we're not hitting him usually. He looks just like
So you'd rather-
Davey too.
Game 7 World Series, you'd rather have Max Fried and Zach Wheeler on the mound?
I don't think you.
Answer my question. Answer my question.
Answer the question.
Sure.
Stupid.
They're both really good pitchers. Max Fried is younger. Max Fried has performed better almost every single year.
You're losing Game 7.
So you're saying that meaning we're not going to afford to keep him because of that contract?
Right. I mean, if
Comparable
you're
contract.
looking for $40 million a year or high 30s, Braves aren't paying that out. Most they've ever paid out is Austin Riley's $21 million a year AAV. average annual value?
Dude, this guy.
For you guys that don't.
You wait till they renew.
For you
He
laymen
just
folk,
learned that yesterday.
That's not true.
This guy he's sitting on that pedestal again.
Hey, can we see? Can we check in with? Do you want to circle back to Between the Buses?
I heard
No, okay, just wanted to see.
That ship sailed. He done deleted that.
I'll send it to y'all in a message.
Oh man. But before we get off, I do. My sister keeps, and Adam, don't take this the wrong way. She loves you, but she was watching. Thomas has got her. Any Office fans in here? TV show The Office.
Love The Office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Randomly, she says that Dwight Schrute's cousin or whatever he is, the guy's
Looks like me.
Oh yeah,
just like him. And she sent me a picture of it, so I'll try to flash this on the screen at this point. But do you know what he looks like?
No, I can't remember. It's one of the. What's the
Mennonite beard?
a Mennonite beard? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she just thought that looked exactly like you. So she kept asking me, had I told you that? And I said, what better time than the show? I'll tell him on the show. So
Just picture Adam running without his arms moving, just down by himself, running fast.
Is he the one that was at this house helping him with the farm?
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
the
the
beat farm.
Yeah.
This is. I'm pulling it up real quick. All right.
Brooke, I need a cup. Need to give me one of these cups.
There's Hight. You don't see it?
I don't see it.
I see it. It's a stark resemblance.
It's more like Buck.
Alrighty. Well, boys,
Bills on the bus.
just come down to that time.
Strong
Couldn't find it on there.
Strong
Couldn't
close.
find it. Hight brings on.
Y'all be sure to say a prayer for Mitch, and check us out on our social media accounts at Big Ugly Sports
I'll
Show.
post my Between the Buses on the Facebook page.
Without access.
And please hit us up on YouTube. Give us a subscription, follow, share, tell your friends, tell your family. Be sure to check us out. Appreciate your support.
Guys, y'all got any closing thoughts?
No, man.
Another Tuesday come and gone.
Another Tuesday coming
Hey,
on.
time changes. Don't forget to change them clocks.
We want to thank everybody for being here on the show
weekend,
today.
Man, it's awesome when we got everybody here. Time change is definitely going to factor into that. Oh, man, my clock.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
boy.
I lost the hour, Coach.
well, thank you for all you do, guys. We appreciate your support. Be sure to subscribe wherever you're listening. We love you. And wherever you're doing today, wherever you're at, tell them what to do, Hight.
And get on that bus.
Horn on the bus, going beep, beep, beep. Yeah. Wheels on the bus, going round and round. Got the wheels on the bus, going round and